Some maps cannot be inter solo, but must be played either with a pre-made team or through matchmaking. That is different.
Word on the street.
Marathon better than Art Raiders. Now, I don't know. I just want to listen to it. I just came across, and then we're just gonna talk more about it. But let's go ahead and listen to this, bro. So let me get this thing. Let's hear what this man got to say.
Marathon succeeds, fully capturing the Arc Raider audience, and it shifts the conversation about live service games and Bungie completely. Gets them totally back into the good graces of everything. PlayStation live service goes and flips the narrative of being, instead of 50-50 with Helldivers and Concord, 66% baby, with Marathon and Helldivers succeeding. I think that this game has massive potential. Like a level that is exactly what the teams at PlayStation and the higher ups at PlayStation imagined possible. This game encapsulates that entire scope and potential. This game was supposed to be Bungie's coming out party, extraction shooters. Some people might be like, Arc Raiders having the audience that it has is going to hinder what Marathon's trying to go after. I think that's the biggest blessing that could have possibly happened for this team, and getting people familiar to what an extraction shooter is. And now Arc Raiders, for a lot of people, it's extremely fun. It works. But more than anything that I've noticed in this industry is people having very short attention spans. The streamer audience of, man, this game ran out of content and all that conversation is so true. It happens all the time. And right now, it is just being teed perfectly up for March, them to just hit one out of the park. And not to dominate for 9 months, but have a sizable peak and then a sizable player base that's playing for the rest of the year. I think that this game can rip.
I don't think you're wrong. It's just the extent of which you're right that is up in the air.
Yeah.
I think that this game is going to be a hit. I think it will get an audience just based off of the fact that it's a Bungie game and that it has that built-in audience from Destiny. Bungie fans are big fans of their games. Like they like will play whatever they put out, no matter what. And so having that base behind you at zero is very helpful for building on top of. So yeah, I think this game's gonna be good, and it's Bungie. They don't really put out bad video games.
Yeah.
It's just the extent of which it's going to be great. So we'll see.
Yeah, I believe. I want to believe.
All right, hold on, bro. Hold on. No. Now, when Bungie, when Marathon was first announced, that we first seen it, it was at that bad state. Came to find out they've been stealing stuff, yada yada this, yada that. Now, from there to now, the game does look better, but it's still, it's still like a hit or miss. Now, I would agreed with Buddy if it didn't. Now, granted, he did this it said it was like January he posted. They did this, so they did this before Art Raiders gave us the whole rundown of newer content. Now, that would have been my same thing. Like, okay, when it's a live service game, people we want content. We want more content. We want more content. Art Raiders is freaking huge. Extraction shooters is a hit and miss for me personally, because it's not really much that you're going to do in an extraction shooter. Now, when it comes down to Marathon do have something going for it, because they do the characters that you're able to play does have abilities. So that is going to be the big difference between Art Raiders and Marathon. Marathon, you're going to have abilities, so you get to decide which character ability that you want to go in the game with, yada yada this, yada yada that. Now, from just that, I don't know if Marathon is not going to be better than Art Raiders. Marathon might potentially have a fan base, but I'm not looking at they're going to have Art Raiders numbers. For sure, they're not going to have Art Raiders numbers. Now, they might. It might possibly. I'm gonna say it right now. The first week of Marathon potentially might peak maybe at 100,000 concurrent. That might be that, and then that it. Now, granted, I want to be wrong about Marathon. I want Marathon to succeed, but when it comes down to like Bungie, how Destiny is, how Marathon was, how people feeling, even with people in his comments, how people check the comments out. Marathon looks like it made in 2004. Marathon gonna be successful as Black Ops 7. Marathon looks like a headache visually. I played both. Marathon was terrible. Marathon art style is the downfall. I think art will still dominate. I played the alpha. Marathon is awful. Marathon is already dead. Nobody is saying Marathon is better than Art Raiders. That just a few people that had commented under this video. So that already that is already the player base right there. People don't have no confidence in Marathon at all. Now, was I on the fence about this game? 100%. I was 100% on the fence about this game. Am I gonna try it out? I mean, yes, I'm gonna just try the game out. I enjoy playing Art Raiders, but when it comes down to a extraction shooter, I'm in and I'm out. Like I mean, I'm not sitting there grinding for the stuff. It's just that I play it if my wife want to play it, my best friend want to play it, we get on and play. Cousin want to play it, they want to play it, we own it. But other than that, I'm not really going out my way and sitting there playing an extraction shooter. I don't see the fun in extraction shooters, to be honest with you. It's not a huge big fun in it. Is the game good? Yes, Art Raiders is good. Is Marathon gonna be good? A possibility it could be. It's in a better state. I will say that it's at least in a better state, but we don't know, bro. This is already that. So from this conversation, let me know how y'all feel about what they said about it. He's not, it's not gonna be crazy. It's not gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be okay, but it's not gonna be crazy. So from there, we got the Assassin Shell cinematic, and also we're gonna check out the Marathon Developer Insight Runner Shells. Let's check this out.
And I can start to think about how to counteract it.
One of the things we really want to do from the build crafting side is making sure that we're providing people ingredients instead of giving them a recipe. Figuring out what you want for your build that is unique, and you do that across cores, you do that across implants, you do that across weapon mods. Cores are powerful standalone perks that can be used in combination with each other to shift the game.
I want to the art style of the game is not 100% terrible. It's like, this is blast off. I'm looking at this like a deluxe core. Like, how do it doesn't, I don't know, bro.
Playstyle of your runner kit. We also want to make sure that there are interesting combinations of things that work together, but they have hooks that go out into the other systems, so you can create this like crazy Rube Goldberg machine.
Depending on your playstyle, if you're like someone who hangs back and likes to snipe, you're someone who likes close quarters combat and you're gonna rush in, you're gonna wanna cater the items that you're finding differently.
The idea there is like, have a broad spectrum that everyone can kind of find a little bit of a home to, and then we're gonna build on top of that. Destroyer is aggressive, brutal, wears a modified, futuristic version of the Mjolnir armor from the original trilogy.
The shell is designed to get into the fight as fast as possible and stay there. It comes equipped with thrusters on its legs that let it sprint faster, or you can use them for a quick lateral evade.
A riot barricade so that they can generate presence and they can generate almost like aggro for their team.
Its prime ability is Search and Destroy, which activates shoulder-mounted missile pods that fire heat-seeking missiles.
They have a way to lock down targets over sustained fire, which immobilizes them and allows your team to follow up.
Our Assassin Shell is built for players that like to play slow and quiet. It's very much a classic, backline infiltrator. It has a dive ability that can be used to negate fall damage from any height.
Their tactical ability is invisibility. You pull this shroud of invis over yourself. You can sprint during it, you can mantle during it, but the faster you move, the more visible you're gonna become, and if you take any actions, heal, shoot, get shot, you'll reveal yourself for a short duration. Their prime ability sends out this disc. It creates this plumes of smoke that you can enter into, and then when combined with their passive shroud, they go invisible when they enter smoke. The whole thing here is be invisible, be sneaky, and then enshroud the world in smoke.
Originally, Recon was called internally Fun Police. That really is the core kind of fantasy. It's about hunting people down. It's about playing detective. If you want to find all the assassin shells on the map, Recon is the shell you want to use. It comes with a tracker drone that you can toss out a little spider friend that crawls along the ground and will track towards enemies and explode. And that explosion overheats the target.
They can't move, they can't sprint, they're taking tick damage, and they help you lock down a target so you can pursue them. And for their prime, Recon has this really awesome helmet that splits open, and they tap in these cool key codes. It opens up and pulses, and it sends out this wave that detects both AI and players and marks them for you.
And when you break the shield of somebody as a Recon shell, they leave holographic footprints behind. So even if they run away, you can follow that trail and they'll lead right to them.
And then finally, awareness, where if you get pinged, it'll actually tell you that someone sees you. You won't know where, but you'll be able to be on high alert that somebody saw you and has marked you.
Vandal is our shell that is, just by its very nature, more agile than our other shells. It has microjets that let it do a double jump. It has a power slide that goes much further than our normal sprint slide.
Their prime overloads their movement system so they can commit and chain all those actions together. They're about getting in and out, causing chaos.
The arm cannon for Vandal unfolds, and you find a big-ass gun barrel inside. You can use it to knock people out of cover. You can use it to knock people off of buildings, which is way more fun than knocking them out of cover.
The number of times we've knocked people off of field maintenance is is a great thing.
Those Vandal and Thief is the only silhouettes that I really like. But everything else, I'm they can do a little bit better with those. But I don't. This is why I say I'm gonna just have to try this game out, because I really do not know. I don't know, bro. And then watching gameplay and stuff like that, I still don't know. I don't know if this gonna if it's gonna feel good, is it gonna be good, what it gonna be. I don't freaking know.
Marathon is a game that is all about finding the best stuff on the map. So we felt like we needed to have a shell that was sort of built for the loot goblin fantasy. That is Thief to a T. Thief's trade ability is X-ray visor, where you flip down your visor, you can see containers through walls, you can see enemies that are within line of sight.
Their prime is pickpocket drone, where they deploy this elegant origami mechanicalized butterfly. It has a mechanical whip that it can send out, and that knocks loot out of both players and AI, and then it can suck that loot back up with the same whip. Or you can use it for recon. You can fly around, you can ping, those pings are shared to your squad.
The Thief Shell also has a built-in grappling device that is embedded right in the forearm. You shoot it on a dart. Mid-flight, it unfolds into this propeller that pulls you along, and you can swing away to safety.
the recharge rate for their grapple, and their base handling and stats will go up as you fill the backpack. So the idea is to become a loot goblin, right? Steal as much as you can and get out.
The triage shell is our shell for support players. If you want to keep your allies kicking so they can kick back, we have triage for you.
They're equipped with these awesome
I
like,
had seen
capacitive
this.
gauntlets where you activate them and then you can overcharge them and send out these tendrils that then like shock you back to life. Their tactical ability, they actually have these giant drones attached to the legs and they pull them out, and it's a little buddy, he's got a little face, and you give him a high five and send him on his way, and he'll come and hover over your shoulder and provide you with shields and health.
Triage is really a combat medic, so we knew we needed to give it an ability that was useful for firefights.
They've got two traits. The first one is a trait ability called Battery Overcharge, where they overcharge their capacitive gauntlets, which makes their weapons performance better. And if you're using battery weapons specifically, breaking shields will EMP targets, and that becomes an on-ramp to like a whole new layer of build crafting. And then they have the second trait, Shareware, which is really cool, which is any buddies that have medi drones on them, any consumable you use will get like copied to them. So you kind of almost are this like battle medic that's like constantly running triage on your team.
Sometimes you just want to take a breather after a bunch of runs and just kind of go on a run to just see what happens. And Rook is really fun for that.
Picking Rook automatically opts you into queuing in solo. You're able to enter into a match in progress, and you're given a starting kit. You're not allowed to bring anything in. That's almost to your advantage because you risk nothing, and anything you take out is yours to keep.
Instead of focusing on like progression and questing and things of that sort, it's a mode where we make it easy for you to just kind of drop into a match that's in progress and run about.
This is my concern. My concern is, what am I pick out of all this stuff? Like, what am I picking up?
Kind of drop into a match.
Like, what was that? Like, it's not
Focusing on like progression and questing and things of that sort. It's a mode where we
like, look at that. Med. Why couldn't it just look like a med kit, bro?
make it easy for you to just kind of drop into a match that's in progress and run about and try to scavenge as much as possible and get out with it so that you can populate your vault a little bit more for future runs.
Rook has a tactical ability that lets it blend in with UESC forces. So you activate it, a little mask appears over your face, and you are not perceived by the UESC as hostile. This lets you kind of get in, grab a little bit of loot, and then bail.
One of the things that I've really enjoyed about Rook is the added tension. Midway through a session, even though you've known like a few crews got taken out, or maybe you've taken out crews yourself, you don't know how many new players get injected through Rook.
Ultimately, Rook is a morality test, so you have a couple of options when you see a Rook. Either you're a decent person and you drop them a piece of loot and let them be on their merry way, or you are a monster and you blast them in the face. And I'm not going to say which one I am. I blasted a lot of Rooks.
We shall see, bro. I don't know, man. I'm just on the fence, man. Guys, I just, this game is just so, I don't know. Like, it just, I don't know. March the 5th, we shall see how it's gonna be. I'm thinking 100,000. Now, if it be more than that and it turns out to be a great game, hey, it's a W. I don't want the game to be bad. I want to enjoy this game because I'm going to spend money to play it. I want to enjoy it. But we shall see, bro. We shall see. It's just the videos and all that. I just got to get my hands on it. So hopefully we did have saw they had tweeted like, yes, we're going to do like an open beta test or whatever before launch. So hopefully we actually get the opportunity to play it before buying it. Now that would be great for them to do that for us. But other than that, it's very questionable when it comes down to this game, bro. And some more marathon news. Like, we ain't got to watch the Assassin Shell cinematic because we watched the deep dive of all of them. So we ain't got to skip that one. And Marathon confirming Marathon confirmed to be getting rank mode. First details. Rank mode works by telling the total value of your inventory when you extracting with better items, give you more rank, ideally loot from other players. You must equip valuable enough gear to enter rank. Yeah. Exceed to the target value to gain rank from bronze to pinnacle and masters. If you fail to extract, you lose rank. If you successfully extract but fail to reach the target value, then you neither lose nor gain rank. Rank rewards included exclusive cosmetics and more. The future rank maps will change every week. To enter rank, you must purchase and equip a holo tag that you drop when you die. Looting other holo tags from the runner will give you extra points towards your target value. Holo tags come in a different rarities, each counting as a different value towards your target. Silver holo tags 5,000, diamond holo tags 15,000, etc. Some maps cannot be entered solo, but must be played either with a pre-made team or through matchmaking. That is different. That's different. So like to be able to enter rank, you have to have your item value, your total value, so your inventory value have to be the value to be able to be a certain value to be able to join into a ranked match. But if you're not doing that, you're not playing rank. And then rank gonna have different maps that you can play every week. Then if you successfully extract, you gain rank, and then if you don't, that's actually bro, that's a different take right there. That's a different take. Details about surfing score. Yeah, that's a different take, but he had broke it down to his bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, okay. Yeah, hey, all right. That ain't too bad, bro. Unknown credit. You score a target, silver 5,000 credits to your score target. Additional loot, silver, gold, unknown, platinum, unknown, diamond 15,000 credits, pinnacle 20,000 credits. That should be very interesting right there. Yeah, that should be okay. Hey, I was saying like Marathon has that thing going for them, but it's just an unknown because it's an extraction shooter. Like extraction shooters, we are new to it. Like ain't nobody really playing extraction shooters. Everybody's still playing battle royales, but I mean, if extraction shooters is the next big thing, I mean, Marathon and Art Raiders is kind of giving us that. So we shall freaking see. We shall freaking see, bro.